Hello, my name is Sonia. This is Sonia with an I. One moment, please. Hello? Well, hi there. Well, yes, I would love to have a cozy cottage chat. Yes, let's just catch up. That sounds fantastic. Oh, yeah, I have a great cup of coffee. I have my cup of coffee. You don't have anything to drink yet? Girl, go get you something to drink. I know you don't drink coffee. Drink whatever you want. Coffee, tea. Okay, if you want to drink that, you go right ahead. All right, let's just chat and catch up. That sounds great. A cozy little chat sounds fantastic to me. All right, talk to you. Okay, sounds good. Let's have a cozy chat. Just as that silly little intro just said, I thought it would be a lot of fun to have a cozy chat. I am going to apologize for the lighting. It is provided by nature, and it is not thinking about YouTube videos right now. It's just doing what it's doing. And I might get a little distracted because I just had a huge woodpecker land here on my bird feeder. So, yes, I would love to have a little cozy chat, little catch up. I call my house the Cozy Corner Cottage because we live in a corner and it's cozy and all the things. So a little Cozy Corner Cottage chat today. And I think this is something that I want to do a little bit more. I was chatting with my friend Zane a few months ago, and we talked about how people don't visit anymore. When I was a kid, people would come to my grandma's house and just, sometimes just show up and just to have a chat. They didn't stay super long. You would maybe have a cup of coffee or, sit outside on the porch if it was nice and just catch up. And I don't feel like people do that anymore. And it's definitely something that this retro gal wants to bring back. So I thought that would be fun. Just to kind of catch up, talk about, books that I'm reading, some cozy activities I've been doing. I don't know if you noticed, but my setup is a little bit different. I did a little refresh of my filming / office room. So I finished my room refresh of my little office filming area, and here it is. So this is in the sunroom part of my house, and the curtains that you see were still there. They were there anyway, and those were in my classroom. I made those. They're just rag curtains. But I really wanted to put my computer and be able to drink my coffee and watch my bird feeder and watch the squirrels eat most of it. But it's not the most aesthetic place. I don't think. It's kind of uneven as far as things are distributed, but I think this might work a little bit better. I hate the flooring, something we want to replace someday, but this allows me, like this stack of books I just listed for Pango. I can display, I'm kind of in the Wizard of Oz theme right now, so I can display that. I have my Snoopy phone, which is a treasure. My students used to use the Snoopy phone to call the president when they felt like they needed to tell them something important. Yeah, my friend Denise gave me this. It's one of my favorite things. I love the quote and the picture. It's just sort of a little area that I do the majority of my filming and any sort of like office work type stuff that I do for home. I don't know. What do you think? That's Dan's bamboo plant. Dan is the plant person. I like plants, but I don't like to take care of them. The Wandering Jew is my favorite, and that's my plant. The rest of them are his. That's Dan. I had that made because he's my little plant fella. Anyway, let me know what you think. I know that a lot of people like this. I'm sorry, I don't want to go around too bad. Really enjoyed this wall here. You won't be seeing that in the backdrop much anymore, but this wall has a lot of scrapes, and the people who lived here before were smokers, so it's yellowed, and I think that we're going to end up having to paint over it. Though this is raised, so I don't know how we're going to treat that. Like, we're going to have to sand it down first, or I don't know. I wish there was a way that we could paint, and we'll see. I don't know. But here we go. Here's my little office space recreated. You know, I don't know if I'm loving some of the view, but I do love this setup because now I'm facing a window and I can see all of my birds and squirrels while I'm working. My computer is right here. That really works for me, but I don't know how great it's for filming, especially with the sun coming in, and then you're seeing a lot of my kitchen behind me. So, but you know, this is real life. And welcome to my cozy cottage. It's definitely, you might find a cobweb, you might find some 1980s flooring, but here we are. So as stated, you know, as I was saying on the phone to my friend who called, you know, grab something cozy to drink and grab a snack if you want. Let's just chat. Just catch up. Sounds great. So first in the chat, you know, mine is always books. I'm going to talk books with you, and I've had a really fantastic January. It seems like I'm really reading a lot of books. I am not really reading as much with my eyeballs as I have been reading with listening. I'm just so much slower with my eyeballs because I can't do other things. And I am loving, you know, doing some cozy activities while I'm listening to a book, or even, you know, yesterday when I did this refresh of this room, I was listening to a book as I was doing it. Audiobooks were really fantastic for people who love to multitask, who want to do multiple things. So that has been really great for me. So I'll share what I'm working on right now. Now I will do an end of the month wrap up with all the January books, but this is what I'm reading right now. So with my eyeballs, this is a library book. It's called The Full Moon Coffee Shop, and it's by Mei Mochizuki. This is a Japanese translation. It has, when I first picked it up, it really kind of gave me before the coffee gets cold vibes, and I didn't love that book. So I was a little bit nervous, but as I read I'll read the blurb. It says, the Full Moon Coffee Shop has no fixed location. It might appear in the middle of a familiar shopping arcade, by the station at the end of the railway line, or on a quiet riverbank. At the Full Moon Coffee Shop, we don't take your order. Instead, we bring you desserts, meals, and drinks selected just for you. Who knows? Maybe it's all a dream. And the other blurb that I read talked about how the cats run the coffee shop, the cats talk, and I was like, okay, you know me, I love animals who talk. But I'm almost halfway through it, and there's still no coffee shop yet. I was like, when can we get coffee? I want some coffee, please. Speaking of, I am drinking a cherry chocolate coffee. It was the Keurig. I put a little spray of cherry flavoring in it, and some oat milk, and it's really good. Anyway, here's my coffee. My little coffee cup. It reminds me of my brother with the bananas. I am enjoying it thus far. So far, it's about 3 ladies, and they are interconnected somehow, but it's just now kind of revealing. One of them she used to be a star script writer, and now she's kind of not doing so good. She's kind of in the ugh about it, and she went to school to be a primary teacher, and she's wondering if she made the right choice. So she's doubting her choices. Another one is about another screenwriter who is still very successful, but is connected to the screenwriter that's not doing so well in kind of a unique sort of way, and then the other is about a hairstylist, and they're all interconnected somehow, and I have a feeling where this is going, but we'll see. I've been reading this really slowly because I haven't sat down and read with my eyeballs much. The next is the book that I'm listening to, but it is called The Village Library Demon Hunting Society by C.M. Wagner. I kind of eyeball read this a little bit, and then I started listening to it because I found it on Libby. And this is a story this is a cozy fantasy mystery. These are 3 of my favorite things. It's about a librarian, check, who has a knack for solving murders and realizes that something decidedly supernatural afoot in her little town in this cozy fantasy mystery. And the tagline says, Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Jessica Fletcher. I'm not a huge Buffy person, but I do love me some Jessica Fletcher, and I do love a little supernatural something. This might this probably is too woo-woo for people who don't really love supernatural. They like supernatural light because it is starting to unfold. My favorite thing about this book thus far is the fact that the heroine in this story is 63 years old. Thank you for an older character. Love it. Absolutely love it. She is feisty. She's a librarian, and she plays the part of the librarian, but she is feisty, and she solves murders, and she's kind of known for doing that. But everybody who first meets her just thinks she's just this sweet, sweet little lady, and little librarian, and lives this very quiet life. But I'm enjoying this. It's kind of weird. I'll be honest. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of like good weird. And I maybe Sonia is the only one in the world that would say good weird, but it really is a kind of a good weird sort of thing. I'm enjoying it. The next cozy thing that I have been doing is my niece sent me this coloring book, and I got some coloring books for Christmas from some wonderful friends. My friend Cajun Peach sent me one. My wonderful friend Fiona from Fiona Reads and Eats sent me one, and I haven't cracked those open just yet. They're very intricate, and I'm still kind of learning how to use alcohol markers. I know I'm 50 years old and I'm learning how to color, but my niece is really into it, and she's been sending me like videos about different techniques and things. And she then also sent me this book that's called Girl Moments. It's Cute and Comfy coloring book by Coco Wayo, and apparently Coco Wayo is a big coloring book sort of. I don't know the scene. I just know that Emma was really excited when she sent this to me, and it really has some of the cutest pictures, and they're very big, so there's like not a whole bunch of little intricate things. So you can do them fairly quickly, and I find it really relaxing to color big spaces with alcohol markers. I'm really enjoying it. I've only done a couple of pages, but like teaching me how to do the white lines and all the shadowing and shading and stuff. And I'm no expert by no means, but I just thought it was sort of fun. And Emma had said, we were talking, and I said, wouldn't it be fun to do, like, to take pictures of these of yourself, like, and she's like, oh my goodness, we could do my auntie colors, and you could, I'll take your picture and you'll do all these things. And I was like, oh, that would be kind of fun. So we've talked about doing that, like, posting pictures on Instagram or something, not doing really videos or anything, but because she's not really into the videos. But I just thought this is it's so fun. It's so cute. I am really enjoying this, and I am learning about like different types of markers and different techniques, and I can't believe I'm 50 and I'm rambling on about coloring, but I love this. I think it is so much fun. The markers that I use, I have found that I have a preference. I like the Ohuhu markers. They are smoother. I bought some off Amazon. They were a little, just inexpensive. And actually, I didn't buy any. My best friend bought them off Amazon. I borrowed hers. They're kind of like, they're not as smooth. I found some Ohuhu markers at the thrift store and picked them up because I'd heard of the name, and I'd heard different people who do like book journaling and stuff using them. And I thought, oh, well, I'll give that a try. And I've kind of fell in love with them. And I found some more on Mercari and ordered them very inexpensively, and they came in. I've been using those too. So I always try to buy, I always try to buy secondhand or use what I have. And I was glad to be able to, find them on Mercari and support someone else's small business, and then find markers that I really enjoy. This is what they look like. I just have one of them here, but it's called Ohuhu. And I prefer the brush tips. I find that they are smoother to work with as I'm coloring and whatnot. So yeah, that's been kind of the cozy things that I've been doing. I'm still, doing between work and, taking care of things around the house, and, taking care of family and friends, and, living life. That's kind of what we've been doing. I haven't been baking much. I really try not to. Dan and I are both trying to eat healthier, which stinks. Something that I love doing so much is, not very healthy. And I know you can do like alternatives and whatnot, but I don't seem to enjoy that nearly as much as making something like, you know, old fashioned like my granny used to. So there's that. As far, I mean, I'm talking about other things to catch up. I have several videos coming. I was kind of quiet for a little while. Dan and I both got some sort of bug. I was in bed for 4 days. So I was doing kind of a little reset, not to a diet chat, because, you know, it was more just for my body and my health personally. I did a little reset and I aced it because I didn't eat for almost 4 days. But yeah, it was pretty bad. It was all up here congestion, and I'm glad that we're over that. I still have a little bit of, it's really hanging on because it's been a few weeks, and but I am feeling 100%, and I am filming more videos. So as far as, you know, videos on my channel and where it's going, I have a Wizard of Oz comparison. I have my Wizard of Oz stuff up here, but I compared the book to the movie, and I'm doing a little video that will be released fairly soon with that. I did a wonderful stationery exchange with my my bookish bosom buddy, Amy Marie, who I love. Amy Marie Reads. If you have never checked her out, please do. We both have a kind of a stationery obsession, and decided to share a little bit of our stationery and things. Though I have a video of that unboxing or unhauling or whatever coming in this week. I'll be doing, of course, a January summary of what I've read, and I'm working on a winter vlog, but it's coming very slowly because I got for Christmas, Dan gave me a vlogging camera, and I'm still learning how to use it. There's a big learning curve there, so I'm really trying my best to learn how to use that stinking camera. We have had severe cold weather here in Missouri. Single digits, below single digits. Our poor heat pump has run nonstop. I love cold weather, but I don't love it when I can't breathe. When it's too cold, you know, it hurts to breathe, and it's been that cold. We're supposed to have kind of a little heat wave. I was telling Dan this morning, we're having a heat wave, tropical heat wave, because it's supposed to be in the like 40s. It's supposed to be like 30s, 40s today in the next few days. I'm starting to see, we had 2 inches of ice and then about 4 to 6 inches of snow. And so our ground has been white almost the whole month of January, which I love because that's how it was when I was a kid. But you can start it, it's starting to, you can see the ground outside and whatnot. Another thing that Dan and I did, we started in January, is we moved our bird feeders. My bird feeder used to be up in the yard by my shed, and I moved it kind of at the corner of my patio so we could watch and enjoy the birds and the squirrels, which I call yard rats. But I figure, you know, they're eating and they're entertaining me, so it's worth having that out there. Everyone's health has been good. Job is good. I'm back to my regular scheduled program instead of working double time, which has been nice. You know, January is a wonderful time for me to slow down, get into wintering. Definitely, you know, enjoying the cozy moments and having time to caretake of our house and spend time with friends and family. Like I got to have coffee with my friend Laura on Monday. I'm going to be really honest. I've been kind of bummed lately, just kind of sad and depressed. A lot of people seem very scared and angry right now, and it hurts my heart to see people that I love and care about feel sad. So I've really been trying to just be a light and find a light. And that was another reason I wanted to do this cozy chat, because I know some people don't have loving, caring people to talk to. And, you know, I know many people through YouTube. Maybe I don't know you personally, but I do care about you, and I do care about the world, and really want to just be someone who, this is my way to make a little bit of a difference, even though it's very small. This isn't the only way I know how. So I hope that if you're feeling any sort of negative way, that you know that you are cared for and you make the world a better place just by being a part of it. I mean that. You know, if your eyes open, that's called purpose, and you're here, and let's be here together. And the world is a beautiful place, and sometimes we have to look behind the muck to see it, but it's there. There's a lot of blessings out there. So I think I'm going to end on that. Thank you for having this little cozy chat with me, and I think this might be something that I continue to do. I don't know how often. I don't do really well with trying to schedule things because life happens, and you know, this is a hobby, so I do it the best that I can. I pray that you are well, and your family and your people and everyone is, you know, feeling safe and, or, you know, warm and safe and feeling cared about. So until next time, happy reading, and I'll see you around. Bye now.